Hi, welcome to What the Hey, where I'm trying to record a video, but there's a dog. Hello, dog. So yes, I'm gonna keep trying to record this while this dog is on me saying hello. So once again, thank you very much for joining me today to check out a video someone suggested, and that person was The Other Railway, so hello to you once again, thank you for the request. And the video that was suggested that I react to today is titled Demons and was premiered on October 31st of 2021. The video duration is 10 minutes and 4 seconds, and the video description explains the brief summary of the video and also lists the people who helped to contribute to its creation. And the actual person behind this video is Carson's Video Workshop, so if you want to check out the channel as well as the original video, both of those will be linked in the description. Also in the description, if there's anything in this video that I'm like someone may or may not have wanted to hear or see that, I'll list that as like a brief warning. So if you feel like that's something you need to check out or look out for, that will be there. And then finally in the comment section, I will pin a comment with the different timestamps or like segments from this video. So if there's really only a specific portion of this video that you want to see, that will be listed there. But I believe that is everything, so let's actually check out the video.
If you should travel to the island of Sodor, you'll hear booming whistles and wheels pounding the rails as the steam engines go about their work.
That's like a minor key version of the
If
song.
you listen closely, however,
Kind of, not really.
another noise.
Spooky.
From a faraway part of the island, the drone of snorting machines and scraping steel dances in the air.
Dog.
These
Fancy.
are the sounds of the ironworks.
Yeah, because they be hard at work. Oh.
Harry and Bert seldom venture outside the ironworks. Their yard is littered with scrap, which they spend their days shunting to the smelter's shed.
Maybe they like that, though.
Lately, there seemed to be more to melt down than ever. The Diesels enjoyed their grim work, but it was evident they needed help.
Oh. They're not as good as they think they are. Haha. They do need help.
One evening, Harry and Bert were resting when a familiar horn cut through the air. Diesel slunk into the yard, a train of scrap in tow.
Like,
Well, smirked Harry. If it isn't Mr. Revolutionary himself.
like Diesel 10
Wanna take the
Diesel?
weight off our buffers,
Yeah.
If I must.
Oh,
grunted
no, wait.
Diesel, though I should be out taking work from those rotten steam engines on the main line, not tucked away here.
Tucked away.
Oh, Bert, teased Harry. Well, we'd love to be dazzled by your greatness. Take your train to the shed and we'll get started.
So they're actually helping them
Mind
out?
yourself round here, Bert muttered. Strange goings on lately. Bert
Demons.
was trying to be helpful, but he'd made the mistake of giving Diesel an inch.
And what? Also, is that Diesel 10 or just
Later,
Diesel? Are there
Bert
multiple?
was moving trucks into the smelter's shed. Fog
This
had
is so
descended on
dark.
the
I can
yard,
hardly see
and
it.
he had to move slowly. Suddenly, there was a bump, and a line of trucks went rolling past him with no engine.
Demon! Oh. Jump scare. Boo.
Are you quite done? Snapped Bert. Diesel was taken aback. You're meant to be helping us. Don't know why you bothered to come. Harry and I can do this ourselves.
Are you sure about that?
Diesel fumed off without a word.
So he was just brought here just to bring something and then he can leave? Maybe not?
Can't rely on tired old tricks. I need a new way to scare them, he thought. The echoes of the smelting sheds faded as Diesel ventured further into the sidings. The night wind blew through the frames of the old cars and engines.
This looks really
which
impressive.
sat languishing under years of rust.
Spooky.
Filth, muttered Diesel. Though perhaps they have some use now. Which one to scare them with? Plenty to chew.
Would that hurt his
Watch where you're
face?
going, you Diesel had been so lost in thought, he didn't notice what sat at the end of his line.
A dead
A
engine?
huge tender engine. Though
That
its smell box door was
died.
missing, it seemed to be staring at him.
It's dead, rip. Or is it not?
Silly me, chuckled Diesel, getting spooked by this wreck.
That's actually
And that's
scary,
when it
though.
hit him. Spooked? Yes, it's perfect. This'll get him.
That's actually very gross. Because is that technically like a dead engine? Can they technically die? I mean, I think that's a thing in the books.
Slowly,
But like, that's kind of
Diesel
gross.
pushed the hulking mass out of the siding.
Because that's like a corpse, technically, isn't it?
Creaked and
Ooh.
rocked along the rails as if it might collapse at a moment's notice.
Technically, is it like a corpse though? Because it's
Diesel
metal.
didn't care. He was eager to spook the twins.
Why is he?
Let's see them keep their nerve when this comes creeping up behind them. It was a good trick, and
Run.
certainly would have given a great scare
That's
if
foreshadowing.
only it had worked.
Who wrote that on
Diesel
that?
slowed down,
Question mark.
but the engine didn't. Its old coupling snapped, and any brakes it once had were long since disintegrated.
Oh no. He's gonna
Diesel
blow up the
watched in
entire thing.
horror. It shot past Ari and Bert, disappeared into the smelting shed, and crashed.
That's actually really
All was
bad though.
silent. But not for long. The foreman came stomping and cursing out of the shed. What the devil do you think you're playing at? He shouted at Diesel.
Literally.
I've half a mind to drag you in here and scrap you myself for that little stunt.
That's tough.
Diesel went pale.
Can
You
he
take
though?
that iron beast back where you found it this instant, and you can stay with it unless you plan on smartening up. Speechless, Diesel rolled into the shed.
That's like really disrespectful, isn't it though? To like move an old locomotive that
The
like
engine
died.
was still.
This is
The red glow of molten steel flashed across its old boiler.
Is the steel technically like their skin? It's the twins, totally. Anyways.
Diesel froze. Who's there?
Demons. What?
Very funny. You two truly terrifying, Diesel grunted. He looked back. Ari and Bert were nowhere to be seen.
Probably because
It
the
was
fog.
just him and the engine. With
Spooky.
more care than he usually took, Diesel pulled the engine from the shed and set off towards the old sidings.
Bro needs like a tetanus shot after that because that's gotta be rusty. This looks really good. I don't know what program it is, but it looks really good. Like it looks really polished.
The yard
Scary
lights began to
noise.
flicker. Diesel glanced around. He thought he could see pale fireflies dancing in the night.
It's just a trick, bro.
Suddenly the lights cut out. The fireflies grew brighter, revealing dark shapes behind them.
I don't think those are fireflies,
Diesel
bro.
squinted, and that's when it hit him.
Their
They weren't
eyes.
fireflies.
Ooh.
Eyes peering out from the twisted remains of the engine's past. You disturbed my sleep.
Oh no, me. That's me.
Jumped.
Really.
A face appeared on the engine where there hadn't been one before. Oh! shrieked Diesel, and he raced away as
Bye
fast
bye.
as he could, while the
Bye
engine
bye.
and its spectral friends vanished into the mist.
That's actually really scary. If that was real, yeah, no. So it wasn't a trick? I guess that will be revealed, but still. Interesting.
Where have you been? Demanded Harry when Diesel returned. Trying to leave all the work on us, eh? I'm so sorry, stammered Diesel. I'll get to work. I'll get to work right now.
The
For the
expressions
rest
are
of
really
the
good.
night, Diesel didn't say a word. He worked without fuss and gave the twins a run for their money. Even the foreman was impressed.
So he just has to be
All
scared
the
to work.
while, he kept looking back towards the sidings, just to make sure he wasn't being followed. When the work was done,
His timbers
he
have
wanted
been
to go
shivered,
home.
dude.
No chance tonight, old fella, said his driver. With fog like this, we'll never make it back. Reluctantly, Diesel backed down next to Bert in the shed.
But it's not really them.
Strange things happening round here. murmured Bert. Oh yes, very strange things. The twins fell asleep,
But he did
but
not.
Diesel stayed awake.
Understandable.
It must have all been the fog, he thought. Yeah, that's it. That's the last time I let those ironwork imbeciles fool me.
Imbeciles.
I'll bet it was all their doing. Yeah. Let them wait. I'll get them one of these days.
Voice acting go
With that,
hard.
Diesel fell asleep, having assured himself the old engine and its ghostly companions were all in his mind. Or were they?
Bub. Scary. Spooky scary. Well, that's cute. Is that what the channel used to be called? Maybe. Or maybe that's just added. Do. That's fun. That's depressing. That sounds like Mario with like the Boo castles and everything. Very spooky. Me personally, I love spooky stuff, and honestly this video request came at a good time because it's almost Halloween, so that's like fun to prep for Halloween with a spooky video. With the overall quality of the video, I feel like it was really fantastic work. From the actual animation, I guess you could call it, because it's like technically, I guess they program the movements of like the locomotives and stuff, so I guess you could still call that animation or whatever. But with like the design and motions with that, great job. All of it was really smooth, like the animation, the narration, and the voice acting for that, because I'm guessing it's just the one person or whatever, and they did great with all the different voices. I like the different accents that they chose for the different characters. All of that was really good. The story was fantastic. I feel like it was super simple. Like, I didn't know really any of the Diesel characters that well, but they were all done really well, and you don't have to know that much, I feel like, to understand their personalities and like who they are as characters for this video. The general setting of the video was really good. I feel like the choice to do it in the ironworks was really good because it had like all the spooky like old locomotives that were run down and stuff, and then you had like the fog, which was really cool. So the setting that was chosen with those characters I feel like fit the story pretty well. The lighting and everything in the video was done really well, even though I feel like I couldn't see it as much with how I have light in this room or whatever. I still felt like that was really good. And the red at first I thought was a little cheesy, but honestly it worked, because if it was just straight up like darkness in the video, you probably couldn't see like anything. So with the minimal lighting that was shown in the video, it did kind of help with the general like spooky atmosphere of the video. So I feel like in general with the video, in terms of the quality of it, like all really good choices were made to make it look spooky. And then the actual story of the video was really easy to follow along with, even if you don't know the characters. I mean, I'm sure it's fun for people who actually know those characters, like Diesel and then the two twins or whatever. I'm sure it's fun to see them and be like, I know who those characters are. But still, pretty easy to follow along with. You don't really have to know any of the lore behind like Thomas and Friends or whatever to understand the video. It's just like a fun, spooky kind of Halloween themed video, which once again fits when I'm doing this. I mean, I guess in terms of any questions I would have is like, I guess, are the like dead locomotive characters that were shown, like the demon ghost locomotives, were they like legit to the plot? Because I don't know if that's really been explored in the Thomas and Friends series, like dead locomotives, because I know there's like in the Railway series books pictures of like locomotives being like taken apart and put for scrap. So technically, are there actual like ghost demon locomotives? I don't know. I know there's like fan stories and videos on YouTube that I've seen similar to this, but I don't know if that's something that's actually legit to the franchise. So that's an interesting idea if this is inspired from that, but I don't know. So yeah, I think the things I really enjoyed from this video is probably the story, because I like spooky stuff. And then the narration was really good, especially at the parts that were like getting intense. You could tell the person was like really getting into it, which I can appreciate. So once again, if you would like to actually check out the original channel behind this video or the video itself, I'll have both of those linked in the description, so those are there for you. But I believe that is it, so thank you very much for watching. Bye.